Hello guys, this is Spicy Bill and welcome to my first ever review of a Sideshow Collectibles premium format statue. This one here features Angela, a Marvel Comics character. This statue is incredibly well sculpted, also incredibly well painted. So, I think this statue really showcased, the what the premium format statue is all about. Attention to detail, fine scope work, and incredible paint work. So let's go ahead and take a look at this statue overall. You can see here from the bottom to the top, all the details are very well refined, and they are also very well executed on this incredibly skillfully crafted statue of this comic book character. I don't really know much about this character other than that, she's like kind of like an angel or like kind of similar to Thor, I guess. I don't know her exact backstory, but supposedly she's part of the Guardians of the Galaxy currently, and she's originally not from the Marvel Comics universe. Very interesting. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories real quick. So for Angela, this version here comes with two weapons. This is the non-exclusive version, so she does not come with this the extra spear. But here we have the battle axe. The battle axe here is very nicely sculpted. You can see the paint work on this thing is just incredible. And the sculpt work, well, I am just speechless. You can see that how well everything is sculpted. The fingernails all painted. And I do not see any sort of paint defect whatsoever on this statue or this weapon. Now, unfortunately, the sword does look kind of cartoonish or comic booky, stuff like that. I wish you could actually swap out the weapons, but unfortunately, they're just sculpted into the hands. I think that's the only flaw, but that's completely subjective. But you can see the paintwork on the sword. It's just absolutely amazing. Yeah. Like I said, not a fan of the sword itself, but everything else is very finely sculpted, very nicely done. And this is how you attach the hand to the statue. I believe the pegs are magnetized, so once you stick them into the statue, it's not going to come off. You do need to push it in so it sits completely flush with the forearm, and you can see the attention to detail on all the sculpt work on her outfit. It's absolutely amazing. It's very uniform. It's got this very uniform look throughout the entire statue, and you can see the paint work on this shoulder pauldron. Like her armor, the way her armor is painted is very consistent. You can see the all the shading and all the shading on the metal. I don't know what material it is, but it's super nicely done. The sculpt work, it's pretty much perfect. I can't really find any significant flaws on this statue. Not that I could even find any flaws, aside from the sword being kind of a little bit undersized. The strap is actually all sculpted in, so those are actually very nice. You can see here there's a little bit of mixed media where they actually use actual leather for the belt and fabric for the skirt. But you can see the rest of the body, the outfit is all perfectly sculpted. You also see some shading on the back of her back, but where all the muscles are. Very nicely done. Yeah, that strap right there is sculpted in. But the rest, these are all mixed material. The fabric part, I'm not really a big fan of, but I think they did it for a reason, so you can show off her very nicely sculpted legs. Look at that very nicely sculpted boots. Those boots are very nice, and so are the armor. So here we have the base right here. Yeah, the base isn't really that spectacular. I like that they include some clear plastic parts for the crystals, but really, I think the base is just there for, just to get her to stand on something. It's not too bad, but I feel like the base could have been better. But this is purely a subjective opinion. But you can see that the armor on the legs are super nicely sculpted, and so are the rest of the outfit. Those definitely look very. It basically looks like metal. Unless you're actually touching it, then you probably notice that it's actually part of the. I think it's probably made from like polystone or something like that. But anyway, you can see the rest of the figure right here. The chest plate is super nicely sculpted, and she just looks amazing overall. Now I have seen quite a few Sideshow premium format statues, and this is probably one of my favorite one because of all the all the detail that went into the sculpt work on this character. And she does have a lot of very, very fine detail that are sculpted into the armor parts. And you can see even the rest of the body that's on the armor is also very nicely sculpted. You can see the musculature and stuff like that. Unfortunately for this video, I'm not going to show anything below the belt, in that specific region, because I don't want to get my channel demonetized again. So I do have those footage, but I guess I'll save that for a special video later down the line. But you can see right here, the face sculpt is super nicely done. You can see the hair sculpt is also super nicely done. All the paint work from the armor translate into that of on the headgear right there. That is super nicely done. It just looks super uniform. Everything looks. As we speak. I don't like to use the word perfect on this channel, but this looks perfect to me. I can't really find any flaws with this statue. Take a look at that shoulder armor. That's just incredible. Yeah. Now, I have seen Prime 1 Studio statues as well, but Prime 1 goes with a different look. So, I mean, these two companies, Sideshow Collectibles and with their premium format, always compete against the other company. But both companies have like their own very unique style. You can see that the belt buckle right here, that's also very nicely done. It just looks like metal. But it's not. So gotta give those sculptors and painters some real high praises for creating something like that. Like I said, the mixed material, the fabrics isn't really that great, but I can really understand why they decided to go with that media. Anyway, overall, this is a very nice, very incredibly executed statue. I do highly recommend picking this up if you have the opportunity to do so. Now, a statue like this is probably going to cost anywhere between like $350 to like $700, give or take. Maybe you can find a used one for around $350, and the new one's probably going to be somewhere around the $700 price point. But if you're into this kind of stuff, these are definitely worth the money. Thanks for watching.